On today's episode of Watch Chair Go, we drive the Audi e-tron. What is going on, guys? I'm Watch Chair Go, and today we are here at Walser Audi in Wichita to drive the new Audi e-tron. It just came out, and this is one of the first ones in the US, and we're taking it out for the night. So let's go see what it's like. Sneak right past you. Oh. This is the 2019 Audi e-tron, and it's the first one in Wichita. I've got to tell you guys, I'm pretty excited about this. As you know, I daily at Volt. I'm used to driving an electric car, and of course, this is Audi's first fully electric SUV. Super cool. We've been driving around for a few minutes now, and we're going to take you on a quick tour of it, show you all the features, and probably skip all the quirks. But here is my favorite thing. I gotta say, without question, the electric motor that opens this is the best. This has your standard charging that you'd run from any 220 volt wall charger, and it has the 110 volt charger hiding in the back, I think. But it can also DC fast charge through those ports right there. And with the 150 kilowatt DC fast charge, you can actually get 54 miles on a charge in 10 minutes. Just plug it in for 10 minutes, walk away, and go just about anywhere you need to go. I mean, my daily commute is like 30-ish miles. That's usually what I put through the Volt. So really cool that just plugging it in for 10 minutes could do what my car needs all night to do. Like about 3 hours of charging on 220 for my car, but super fast in this. As far as range, it has 204 miles of total range, and you know, that's nearly a week. That's quite a few days without having to plug it in every night. So let's close this awesome door. It even flips shut the DC fast charge port down there on the bottom. Anyway, that's how you charge your e-tron. And since we're standing here, let's take a look at these wheels. This e-tron sits on these huge 21-inch wheels. They're like, the tires are 265, 45, 21s, and they are meaty. And it's also the silent ride, I think, and it's very quiet when you're in this thing. So it's super cool. It just kind of rolls over bumps. You don't even know they're there. And let's just take a walk around. So it's a 4-door, as you can see. It's got blind spot monitoring with big LEDs right there, turn signals right there, power folding mirrors, everything you'd expect on a luxury car these days. Of course, it's fully keyless with just touch inside the door handle to unlock it, touch there to lock it, all the things you'd expect. Soft closed doors. There it goes. Air suspension. We'll show you a video of this thing going up and down right now. You can tell the e-tron's ready to kill the game because it's already bagged and it's on nice wheels. So all you're missing to kill the car show game is just a wrap and you're ready to go. Open the back door up real quick. We've got some privacy screens right there that pop up. That's always nice. Let you take a look inside. It has a big touchscreen back here for your passengers to control their climate settings and all that. And also 4 USB ports, and 3 and 4 are in the back. So your passengers can charge their phones and do whatever they need to do. Let's see if the back door is soft close. I don't know if they do. Oh, fancy. All right, coming back here in the back, we'll show you this thing opening on the remote. You can see there's a ton of cargo room. Honestly, we just tested this out. We had to go pick up some car parts real quick. And I mean, we stacked car parts up to here and didn't touch anything in the car. It worked out great. Check this out. If you need to lower your seats so you can get some parts in, super fast, they flip right down. And of course, these cargo lights are so nice. What a beautiful LED bar. It's finished well, and there's plenty of illumination in the back, which is pretty cool. Under here we've got, wow, that is a space saver spare. That's crazy. This thing's all folded up. I guess you probably have to inflate it or something. I don't know how that works. I've never seen a spare like that has this big groove. Take a look at that. Space Master. That is a crazy spare. Tons and tons of storage. I'm sure this is the subwoofer right there. Definitely has a sub with the Bang & Olufsen system. And also, another crazy thing about the e-tron, it can tow 4,000 pounds. So that's jet skis, small pop-up trailers, and the hitch looks incredible on this thing. It's got a really nice looking receiver hitch instead of the usual just kind of rounded out steel. It's welded and it's very squared off, so that's nice. You can't actually charge the e-tron over here. This is just a cool panel that perfectly matches the other side. We'll take a look at the headlights real quick. Of course, this is a huge LED bar that's very nice, and there's like some injection molded diamonds in the headlights there. All LED headlights, of course, and yeah, that's the walk around of most of the exterior. So last week we were working on that Camry hybrid and it had that noisemaker when it drives forward and reverse and it's at low speeds. I think it's anytime it's under like 13 or 20 mile an hour or something like that. And the e-tron does too. So let's check this out. And the sound in reverse is even cooler. Listen to that. Here we are inside the e-tron, and it's kind of like being inside the future. We've got all 4 windows are fully auto. There's a full window drop.
That was kind of cool.
For when you're ready to hang out with your friends at the beach or when it's perfect outside, you know, you just gotta drop the windows all at once. Let's roll the windows back up.
That dramatic effect.
Fully auto up, yes. And here's the sunroof. Give it one hit right there. Of course, it's all one touch, just the way it belongs. It's a big sunroof, guys. That's a lot of glass. It runs all the way back over the rear seats. So now we've got the sunroof closing. Above me, I've basically got sunroof controls and the controls for the shade. This is the SOS for when you get in trouble. I'm pretty sure those 2 are microphones. I would guess they are. And the lights, of course, if you need some dome lights, just touch them.
That's kind of cool.
Always nice, yeah. Touch sensitive there. The mirror is one of the new bezel-less ones. Very nice. Compass is in it. The compass is sharp and it looks good. Yeah, here's the sun visors. They're LED illuminated. They've got nice little light bars, just like everything in the back. And it's got a cool place to put your parking tickets or your turnpike tickets, whatever you've got. But speaking of turnpike tickets, this has an integrated toll transponder. And you can set up this toll transponder with your states. I don't know how many states support it at this time, but a lot of them already do. You can put in all of your pre-pass, K-tag, Pike Pass, I forgot what Texas is called, Sun Pass in Florida. You can put them all in this toll transponder and you don't have to stick stickers all over your windshield. It will automatically take care of all of that for you, and you can put multiple transponders in there. Very cool. Of course, over here, the rest of the controls, we've got the child locks, and you can individually child lock each door. Kind of cool. It's not just one button. Door locks. This is all Alcantara, and it's nice. This is mood lighting. A little mood lighting strip right in there. And we've got a button right here to open the hatch. Man, that thing opens quick. Super nice when some friends need to put stuff in the back and you don't want to get out. You can't close it from here. That doesn't help anybody. I guess I gotta get out. Anyway, and here's our power folding mirrors. You can see them folding in right now. They're also defrost if you turn it the other way. If you turn it any way that's not the folding position, they open right back up. So I'm going to hop out and close the hatch. We've got active cruise. The headlights are a touch sensitive button that's super nice. And there is a button that shifts the lights down when you're in inclement weather, like fog and things like that. So you don't need fog lights. It just moves the lights where they need to be. Let's put it in gear. All you gotta do is step on the brake, go like that. Listen to that.
It sounds so cool.
And then the seatbelt retractors just sucked me back into the seat. All right, so let's get out of this parking lot. We've got a huge center screen right here giving me all my infotainment vitals, and we've got another one down here which is showing me everything about the climate control. The seats right now, we've got them set to cool. Got the climate turned off. We've got home link right there, and we can put multiple garage door openers and home link, of course 3 of them. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Heads up display controls are right there. It may be a full color heads up display, but oh, check that out. You can quickly scroll it up and down, which is super nice. If you're a little bit shorter, you can put it right where you need to go.
It's little click noises.
Oh yeah, and this,
nice.
Of course, this touchscreen is as good as your phones. It works so well. It's probably running in one of those NVIDIA chipsets that Tesla uses for everything. Very, very nice. Here's hill descent control. Of course, we don't need that right now. And another thing that most people will appreciate that drive at night, this button right here on the lower screen shuts off the top screen. So when you're driving along on the highway and you've been driving for 5 hours and all of a sudden the displays start to wear on your eyes, you always have to go into another display, go to settings, and then go to display off, and it's always just this whole thing. And then if you touch any other button, it turns back on, and then you have to go back through all of the settings to turn it back off. So that's always kind of bothered me, that it's so complex to shut the screen off when you're just going down the road at night and you just want it off. So thank you so much, Audi, for including that awesome button right there to just kill the main display. More awesome tech in the e-tron. Here's my phone, the Reventon. I like turning my phone on just because I can look at the Reventon. But it's got wireless charging right there. Throw my phone in and it starts charging. Super nice, and the display even says charging your mobile device. It also tells you if you left it behind. There's a voice that pops up and says your mobile phone or mobile device is still in the car. So that's super cool. You don't forget your phone if it's sitting in the middle charging. Also, it puts it out of your way. You don't have to hold it, and keeps your eyes on the road. And of course, with Bluetooth and all of the awesome features in the infotainment, it puts almost everything you need at your fingertips on this screen. Now that we've got it out on the road, let's talk about the performance. It has Quattro, which is Audi's famed all-wheel drive system, 402 horsepower from the electric motor, and it can do 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds. But you know, 5.5, very reasonable. But where electric cars really shine is when you give them the hit from like 30 mile an hour. So right now we're doing about 30 mile an hour, and I hope Amber's hanging on because pushes your head back into the seat nice and hard. And of course, it sounds like a spaceship when it's taking off. So you're like, oh, this is exciting.
There's just something about electric cars that make it seem so much faster because it's like there's no noise building up to it.
Yeah,
it just goes.
It doesn't come out of anywhere. It just turns on, and of course, all that instant torque really makes a big difference in how fast the car feels. The Volt, not fast. Feels fast every time you're at a 30 roll and you smash on it. And right here, we're going to be heading downhill, and I'll give it a little bit of pedal again. They call it boost, and there's a gauge here showing right now we're at like 1% or no boost, and right here is 100% boost. So the mileage might go down a little bit, but it's pretty fun to watch the speedometer numbers just snap all the way up there. Oh, I'm not gonna hit that little turtle.
He's upside down
bird.
though.
Oh, was it a turtle?
Yeah,
okay.
We have to go check.
So the new Audi infotainment and really this whole experience is so driver focused, and everything you want to see is just right in front of you. In so many cars now, everything's just buried in menus, and nothing that needs to be quickly accessible in this car is buried in a menu. It's just all right in front of me. So let's take a look at the dash here now. Of course, I've got the map on the gauges, and the gauges are nice and small now, so that's cool. You can see all your navigation on there if you're headed somewhere. Very nice feature. It's got the speed limit down there as a sign. It also shows it on the gauge itself, which is kind of a cool feature. Here's our radio, everything we want to see with the entertainment's right here, and the climate is all right there. And then we have hard buttons for our drive modes, traction control, traction off, stability off. That's a big warning, I gotta tell you. Hazards, that's a hard button, very nice. Pre-sense turns off when traction's off. There's our defrost right there, front and rear. And here's our 3D camera system, which is very cool. It's so high res. Look at this. It is a beautiful camera system. And of course you can see turning lines in every direction. Very, very nice. This 2019 e-tron 55 has a 95 kilowatt hour battery. I meant to mention that before, I actually knew that. And they do cool the battery. It's better than the air-cooled ones that Toyota uses and Nissan uses. The Volt also cools its battery. I'm a big fan of cooled batteries because heat really kills those lithium batteries, even though it makes them perform exceptionally. But anyway, I pulled this out mostly so we can mention the sticker price, which is $86,840, which would probably put you $95,000 out the door, I would assume. So you're basically paying $100, but that's right in line with the Tesla Model X. And the only thing you're missing out of the Tesla is those awesome doors. And now we are out in the e-tron with everything open. Windows, sunroof, it's all open. Okay, well, let's open the back ones. Might as well actually have everything open. That is a castle.
Yeah, it's nice.
Anyway, this thing sounds wild. It sounds like we are in the movie iRobot, which makes me really happy. I mean, one of the reasons I love the R8 is iRobot, of course, because of the crazy Audi that was built, the concept just for iRobot, and this thing is really cool too. It's kind of like they took the soundtrack from iRobot and then put it in front of the car on a speaker. Very cool. 30 roll. How's your hair?
That's fine.
It feels great coming into the corner. What a monster of a car. It's in dynamic, which is of course the full sport mode. But yeah, this thing can corner for what it is. All right, we're rolling around at night now, and I just forgot to show you guys some of the awesome options. Here's the camera. Camera's turning on, and we'll put it in 3D. It's just so cool that it models the car. Look at that. It has the cool e-tron futuristic wheels on there. Of course, we can even see this view over there, which is pretty cool. And there's the front of the car right now. What's this? Oh, this is all the different... Ah, all right. There's my up view, down view, sides. Man.
No, we're not allowed to use it anymore.
Yep, I guess we don't get to see that anymore. But now we'll go to home and what was it? Vehicle, and the lights will show up here in a second. We're gonna be stuck at this light for a second. So interior lighting, check this out. The e-tron logo lights up and it has all those cool bars. And then we can change through some different modes. And you guys can see the entire interior lighting scheme changes. And what's super nice in this is there's a second set of lights underneath, right? And they can do 2 stages of lighting, which gives you really cool looks like red and white. And I'm a fan. Red and white looks sporty. We're kind of leaving it on solar because it's like the chill
I like
look.
it, it's just more pretty.
Oh, and you can even build your own look in individual. I had no clue how cool the cup holder is. You ready for this? What? It slides like it. That is such a cool cup holder mechanism. And you've got lots of storage right there. And fire it up, Gabe. I think you should be able to hit start. The key's in my pocket. All right, here's that rear touchscreen we told you guys about. That's pretty cool. These are all of our climate controls in the back.
Oh, I love the mood lighting in this too. This is gorgeous.
Check out the coolest part. Look at your seatbelts. It lights up the ring around the
Holy
seatbelts.
cow!
Isn't that sweet?
That is sweet. I can't see lock.
It's the very top button. All right, there's the little turn signal animation. And then we'll wait a couple seconds here and the car will power down. All right, hit lock and or unlock, and I think it'll turn on the other direction. Oh, maybe not. A second.
There it is.
Oh, so good. All right, you killed it, Audi. This is my favorite new hood rich thing to do. I can't get the e-tron in my garage to charge it where I keep the Volt charger, so I pulled it out the side door and then just parked it in the yard. So, you know, here we are with this $100,000 car sitting in the yard. This is gonna be my new thing since I did Tyler's Rolls Royce the other day. Well, it's my birthday, so we're hopping out here in the e-tron. Thanks, Gabe. And we're gonna hop in the e-tron and go buy a car. And of course, this is the demo from Audi. And then when Audi North America sees this video, they're gonna be like, you did what? So I told you guys this thing can tow 4,000 pounds. We're gonna find out. We're gonna tow, well, honestly, we're not pulling much. We're just gonna pull this car to my house. It's not very far away, but I bought it last night for $800. It is a 2004 Camry LE with the 2.4 liter 4-cylinder. That is the biggest 4-cylinder. That's a Porsche-sized 4-cylinder. Gigantic. And the car is super clean. So let's get it down the road. Turns out you can tow with Audi's e-tron. Oh, it'd help if I kept slack out of the line there. What a beast. This was super close or we would have used Amber's truck. But hey, the e-tron had no problem pulling this thing. So that's it. That is our review of the 2019 Audi e-tron. I am a big fan of this. And if I had $90,000 to spend on an SUV instead of a truck that I need on the daily, I would really be looking at this just because it's great to drive. It's comfy, and a lot of days I don't have to leave the city, so this would be totally fine to get around and run all the errands you need. Plus, you could probably put a full engine in the back. I bet we can fit an LS in the back. Looks like it's got enough room for that. So I think that gets us through our daily struggle. That is it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. Angelo's Italian restaurant.
Searching for Italian nearby.
What? We got better results. At least they're in Wichita.
You just heard Italian, that's why.
I don't want any of these.
I don't know, Fazoli's is pretty good.
Fazoli's would be perfect. But
Point of it.
I'm over it. Stop. Stop.
Which point of interest category are you looking for?
5231 East Central Wichita, Kansas.
I am searching for 5,231 in Wichita.
Okay, good luck with that. I hope you find it. Look, it has a Google button. 5231 East Central Wichita, Kansas.
Please wait 1 moment while I find destinations for you. Please choose a line number or provide addition.
Amy.
I have started route guide.
All right, give me my map back. I don't need these gigantic warnings. Audi really wanted me to know that traction was off.